Hi, welcome to this episode of the CE Tool Den. And on today's episode, we're going to be doing a review on the Katerk rotary tool. The KRT-R3 Max, I guess is what they call it. But it does have a model number of S0J-FE13-10. It's a cordless rotary tool. It's kind of like one of those fancy type tools, kind of like the Fantic stuff and the Wolfbox fans and stuff like that. It's along that kind of line. So let's start off by being transparent. And I was sent this tool to review, but it's my opinions that I can make on the review and say whatever I want to say about it. I'm not being paid for this. They just sent me a free tool. So this is the Katerk box that it came with. Not a big deal. Nice little box, kind of cool looking. There's the manual. It came in this nice case right here. This is actually a really nice case. It's solid. It's on both sides. It's got the zip up and it's got like a little lanyard that's built in, sewn, stitched in. Very nice case, high quality case. This is this would be a good EDC case, to be honest with you. Zipper seems nice. It's a little bit thin on the zipper. Not that it's flimsy or anything like that, but it's a thin zipper. They could have gone with a heavier, but the case itself is very nice. It's got this nice soft material. It comes with this USB-A to USB-C charging cable. It's got this little elastic band so you can put your little accessory container that this comes with. So it comes with this container. So you got like a little polishing, cutting blade discs, sanding discs. Even has like one of those metal saw discs, little rotary sandpaper discs, and all these other accoutrements that belong with the rotary tool. Now, according to the specs on this, it goes from 5,000 to 20,000 RPM. It's got a 2,500 milliamp lithium ion battery that's built in, so it's not a removable battery. It's got a 1/8 inch collet, no load speed. Yeah, I already did that one. Charging time is 2 to 3 hours. Charging input 5 volt. 1A DC max, 3.7 voltage is what this is, and that's pretty much it. So let's get to rotarying. So this has 5 speeds. So I already pre-charged this, and the way you turn it on is you got a long press. So there it is. You long press it and it goes to whatever speed you have. It's on memory. There's speed 2, speed 3, speed 4, and speed 5. I want to see if I can stop this. I can bog it down. So the one, and long press to shut off. So long press to on, long press off, and then quick buttons to succeed in succession to change the speeds. So I will say this: if you can bog it down, it's not going to be, you got to be careful. You got to let the tool do the work with something like this. It's not like like a Dremel where you're not going to be able to bog it down. Same thing with the Milwaukee's, the M12 version, because this is, you got to take this in consideration. This is a low voltage battery operated tool. It's a 3.7, so it's good for the hobbyist. It's not good for the construction worker, electrician, well, maybe a little bit the electrician, or anybody in the trades that uses a rotary tool, you know, plumbers, whatever. This is more of a DIY homeowner hobbyist type of tool. This isn't going to be a heavy duty type of, you know, for a construction or the trades, because, you know, a lot of guys in the trades, they beat the hell out of this stuff. So this stuff is not made for that. This is your collet lock right here. So you hold that. and then you can just unscrew the collet. Then you can put your bits in. So let's get to it. We're gonna do a cutting disc. So I'm gonna cut this down and see if we can do it. I don't know, but you got that. Like I said earlier, you have to let the tool do the work, because if you try to like force it, this is gonna bog down and stop. You saw me stop it with my finger, so just be advised. That's the deal. Okay, I have the cutting disc on the tool itself, but one thing I noticed, so this comes with the little wrench, and as you guys know, on a lot of these rotary tools, on the collet, you usually have like a flat end to put the wrench on, but this doesn't have it. So you got to like hand tighten it and stuff like that, like this, to be able to get the collet in. So I have it raised up just a little bit, so it's not all the way down. But yeah, so this is kind of weird that it comes with this, because I would expect that, you know, usually you tighten it with the wrench and it's got those flat sides. This does not have the flat sides. So just want you guys to be aware of something like that. But here it is. Let's turn it on. Let's see what it looks like. So it goes on actually, you know what? This does go on speed 3, because I don't remember having it at speed. Let me do this. Let me see if it does have memory. Okay, it does have a memory. Alright, so we're going to cut this. And this is a, you know, metal thing. I'm going to cut this anyway down eventually with the angle grinder. But I want to see what it could do to this. And see if we can cut, or at least try to cut this with this type of tool. Alright, 1 second as I set up. Alright guys, I have my safety glasses on. So no excuses. You always wear safety glasses when you're doing this kind of stuff, because you don't know what can happen. Protect those eyes. So I'm just gonna go right to speed 5, because this is like a kind of a thick metal. There you go. Kind of messed up right there, but let's see what can happen. It's cutting, and I'm letting the tool do the work, because I don't want to push it into it. If I push into it, this is what happens. I'm bogging it down. So, and that's at speed 5. So this is what we did right here in this amount of time. So this would take forever. This is why, you know, it's good to test out these things and see what it can do. I mean, did cut a little bit, and I don't want to be, you know, standing here all day trying to cut this thing right off, because I know that's not the case. But this is a hobbyist tool, DIY tool. You can use this to engrave. I would not, like I said, I would not be using this for, you know, any of these heavy tasks, because this is not for heavy tasks. This is proof and shows you what you can do. I mean, it's still dangerous. It's still a dangerous tool, you know. You still got to wear safety glasses. You still got to do all that kind of stuff. But this is not one of those tools where you can count on it to get, you know, some heavy duty work done. You can trust the Dremel. You can trust your Milwaukee. You can trust a lot of these like more popular brands. Even like a Ryobi or a Craftsman V20 that has the corded in the stations. Those are great for you know, working with some heavier materials. This is going to be very limited. So I'm definitely going to say, do not buy this if you're not going to be using this if you're going to try to use this like for heavy duty work. This is not it. This is good for the hobbyist. If you are a Michaels shopper, Hobby Lobby person, and you are that person that likes to do crafts and stuff like that, this is for you. This is for you. This is geared for that person. This is like that fancy. Look at that. I mean, you think a construction person is going to be wearing, you know, sporting this in their tool pouch? I don't think so. But like I said, it's a nice tool for what it is. I appreciate Katerk for sending me this. This is not, again, for heavy duty work. This is very light DIY hobbyist craft person. Do it for that. This is what it is. So I'm just gonna, you know, that's my honest opinion, and have at it. Like, I appreciate Katerk for sending me this, and it's I think I'm gonna be using this in that capacity. Anything small, little, whatever. This is what this is gonna be for. I'm gonna be. I like it. I'm not gonna hate on it or trash on it, because this has its limitations, and it's playing within its in its own, staying in its own lane. Its own lane is what I said is what it is. You know, hobby, craft, DIY, light, very light duty work. You know, do some things with wood. You know, a little bit of carving, whatever. But this is not meant for heavy duty, so just be advised of that. But it's a nice little tool. I'm gonna put an affiliate link from Amazon, and if you guys are interested, especially for the hobbyist crafting person, this is gonna be good for you. Just, this isn't gonna be a heavy duty workhorse. This is a light duty DIY workhorse, and that's about it. So if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, share, hit the bell for notifications. And as always, have yourselves a good day, good night. Hype the video, you know. And until next time, we bring you more tool reviews, walkthroughs, tool deals. We got it all. All right. And the CE Tool Den is out.